What up, world? It's your man G. Williams coming at you. It ain't right because I ain't wrapped too tight. But I got to say something. And on this one, man, I got something to say.
Hey, what up, world? It's your boy G. Lewis, and I just want to let you know I say what I say because I am my father's son.
Boycott Christmas 2015. Here we are again. Another year. Are we going to continue to do the same thing that has gotten us nowhere? Boycott Christmas 2015. When I say that, what does that make you think about?
Well, it makes me think about, number one, the amazing things that we heard at the march, the call for especially the black community, not just the black community, but minority communities in general, to do something that you've been talking about for a long time, and that's use our economic power as our voice so that we can finally be heard. And I think it'll be really beneficial, if we do that this year.
Wow. As many of you know who know me intimately, this is not a new topic to me because I believe in delayed gratification.
We are not intimate, by the way.
I believe that until you can establish economy for yourself, that there's no reason in order to make other people rich. And so that has been why I choose not to get involved in the commercial part of the holidays for, I don't know, umpteen years now. It's something that I just don't believe in. But yet, being in D.C. and answering the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's call for us to do it as a collective just put it in a whole nother perspective. Because if this very Christmas that we can show that we can stand once again in solidarity where it really hurts, which is our money, other people's pockets deflating and ours increasing, man, I'm all for it. If this Christmas is the one that sparks social change to let people know that we together can change something, everything that we've been crying about, then I'm all for it. And so boycotting Christmas has taken on such a brand new light for me. And I hope to spark the change amongst other people because it's just so important that this year, 2015, that we can make this statement to perpetuate something that's long lasting. That delayed gratification is going to be to our benefit, and we'll show you how. So, I mean, again, we garnered some things from the march. Mm-hmm. What is it that you're going to do in your household this year?
Oh, well, we absolutely have. We discussed it, and we're going to boycott Christmas. We're going to answer the call. And there's benefits to it because just because you're boycotting Christmas, and this is something that I've had a discussion I had with several people who I've talked to about this topic. Mm-hmm. Just because you're boycotting Christmas doesn't mean you're boycotting fun. I always hear parents say, well, what about my kids? Well, you should, as a parent, there should be more things that you can do for that kid to provide a special day for them other than allowing them to open something out of a box. So it takes a little more work as a parent. Like, take Kwanzaa. Why is it that we think that because it's black, it's not as good as something else? We could celebrate Kwanzaa where the gifts that you give are gifts that you make instead of gifts that you buy. You can take that money and put it in a bank account and go on a family vacation. A lot of families haven't gone on vacations in years together. You can put that money aside for that. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can sit down and also use this as a teaching tool for your kids. A lot of parents are missing the big picture. I feel like, especially in the African American community, we have lost a sense of connection to our history and to our community because we don't have communities anymore. When you walk out your door, you see people of, different races. So you don't necessarily have that connection. And because you don't have that connection, you don't feel the need to sacrifice for anyone. And that's something that we need to teach our kids. We need to teach our kids how to sacrifice for their community. My parents, I was privileged to where they always did that. When they asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a football player. They said, How is that? How are you going to use that to help your community? And they said, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, a lawyer. How are you going to use that to help your community? So it was always in my head that whatever I decided to be, I had to find a way to give back. They did a great job as parents in doing that, and I feel like that's being lost. And this provides a great opportunity for us to do that.
Absolutely. What you said. Now, let me transition to one of the greatest lies ever told. The greatest lie they say ever told was that people think that the devil don't exist. I got another lie that's been told to you, that shopping and spending vast amounts of money somehow equates to loving Jesus. Okay? Even the minister himself said, we're not boycotting Jesus. We're boycotting the economic part of Christmas. And when we discuss this, either through tradition is one reason that makes it so hard for people to change, and or through some belief that, if I don't go out and spend amounts of money, somehow I'm not celebrating my Lord and Savior. I don't know how that's going to, unto us a child is born, and make sure you go to Walmart. I didn't read that in the Bible. And so to do this is not to boycott your faith. It's boycotting capitalism. You know, if the greatest gift was given, and that's what we celebrate the holiday for, then how about this Christmas morning? Go sit at your breakfast table with your family and open up the greatest gift that was ever given to you. And instead of the PS4, instead of all the new clothes, how about we pass out this gift? Hey, Romans 10:9-10, that's for you. Hey, John 3:16, that's for you. Hey, that's for you. Unwrap the principles in which was given to you for celebration at first, not this big false belief that somehow has been twisted that my faith is wrapped up in my pocket.
And it really, what it comes down to is, like I said, sacrifice is a word that we need to reacclimate ourselves with. And here's what I'll say to people who are questioning whether they should get involved in this call. If you can't sacrifice one day for the future of your kids, your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews, your brothers, your sisters, the people living down the street for you, if you can't sacrifice one day for a lifetime, for an exchange of what you can get back over a lifetime, then I feel sorry for you. I really do. But it is only one small period of time that you would need to do something different. You're not changing anything. You're just doing something different than you've done before for the bigger picture and the greater good.
Absolutely. So, again, so much to be said on it. But will you answer the call that's been put out before you? Okay? I know it's hard. Anything worth having is hard. But you know what? I can instantly gratify myself with something that feels good now, and 24 hours later, it doesn't mean a hill of beans to me. Or I could delay gratifying myself to make sure that my children, my grandchildren, and generations beyond live in a world that we've been fighting for so long. So, again, the message for this one, 2015, Boycott Christmas. I'm G. Williams.
I'm G. Lewis, y'all. Let's make history.